Hello everyone, now here is the most awaited video, the fractal dealing range for the London session. All right, so this is going to be a super quick video, no chart examples, no nothing. I'm giving away enough as it is from my mentorship content as well. So this is one of my London session models, right? So we have about 6 to 7 dealing ranges, sometimes even 8 dealing ranges that we can use across the day. This is one of them, right? So over here, right, the dealing range. We are looking at a London fractal dealing range, right? So this is a time range between 3:10 a.m. EST and 3:30 a.m. EST, right? So all of your true points of interest will be within this range on a continuous basis or on an inverted basis. So when I say continuous basis, when price is continuing in one side, it will refer to this dealing range, or when price is reversing and changing direction. Once it has inverted the dealing range, it will also refer to this dealing range, and every single POI inside of this dealing range when it's doing its inversion, right? It's as simple as that. So I'm going to show you guys like a 4-part gallery on a few examples. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to go to your charts and you're going to use it, or you're going to backtest it, right? And here's one thing to note. The only thing that you have to note about this is that I am referring to the 3:10 and 3:30 a.m. EST closing price, right? Yes, you will also consider the highs and lows as well, but an early indication is when price closes through these closing prices, okay? Right. On the left side, you can see, let me use my pen, right? On the left side, you can see here's the high, there's the low, that's the London fractal dealing range, right? And right here in this down close candle here, that's the guy that closed through it. Okay. Now that caused an inducement. Okay, that caused there to be an inducement within the range, and also that caused price to go into a fair value gap, or a variant of a fair value gap known as what? Redelivered rebalance, right? So you can see that is what price did here. Went into it and then it just dropped precipitously for like 300 plus pips, which is also a move that I called out in the mentorship, and we all took part in the sales that day, right? Then over here, you can see we formed the dealing range and price is going up. And as it was going up, you can also observe that price never came back into the dealing range. That's fine. So you missed a drip. Who the hell cares, right? Price goes up, starts to come down, and then, right, and then you can see, okay, now we are starting to invert. So once we start to invert and once we close through this dealing range and once we form POIs, right, you can use this dealing range to go short. You can invert that dealing range and you can go short right there. Okay, exactly over there, right? You, or alternatively, you can find a fair value gap. See this bullish, this bearish fair value gap. We traded above it and then we came and traded back below it. That was within that dealing range. So it is still an applicable inverted POI. That's where you got the sell from, and also in this up close candle as well. Okay. Right. Then over here, you can see we have this massive dealing range there between 3:10 and 3:30. Price dropped. There is nothing here, nothing here, nothing here. So what are you going to use? You are going to use a redelivered rebalance, right? Up over here. That's where price is going to. And you can see that is what it did. And when price technically, when it breaks through these dealing ranges in the direction that it broke, so if it broke this side, this high has an 80% probability of staying intact. Okay, it has an 80% probability of staying intact, right? So if it's truly bearish, there you go, and then drop. So basically, if you know how to trade my fractal time theory, or if you know how to use my fractal time theory or my fractal time principle, you can essentially use all this information with the fractal dealing ranges to make a decision and, you know, have that added confirmation on going long or going short. It's as simple as that. Okay. All right. So that's one. Then over here on the right side, right, you can see, okay, there's a dealing range high, the low. Price broke through it where? Here. Okay. And it did what? It formed a rejection block inside. So that's this miniature price movements forming a rejection block there. Okay. That's your sell. Okay. And the only way that you're going to be measuring success in these dealing ranges is if you measure the dealing range. So from there to there. So from here, right, by sight, you can say that, okay, that's one standard deviation. that's 2 standard deviation, right? So if it goes 1 standard deviation of that dealing range, that is considered a success. Okay, so you can have your own tight stop losses, you can do anything you want, you can back test and do whatever the hell you want, and you can let me know how the results go for you guys. And also, if you pass challenges, if you flip accounts, whatever, using my London time range model with this fractal dealing range, be sure to let me know, and of course I'll show you guys off to the world. Right, so that's pretty much it, guys. No chart examples, so this is all you. I gave you 4 examples right here. I'm not about to go to the live charts and do all this, right? Like I said, I'm giving enough for as it is. This is all that you're going to get, right? The next part is your hard work. Okay, so I'll see you in the next one. Good luck and good trading. Bye-bye.